Hi guys, my name is Melody, and I've been a licensed veterinary technician for nearly 8 years. This is Tiger, just spreading joy in our video here. So I wanted to talk to you guys about what a veterinary technician or veterinary nurse is. You can call us either or, it doesn't really matter. But when I tell people what I do for a living, people often indicate that they have no idea what I do. So the first response I typically get is, "Oh, that's awesome, but when are you going to become a veterinarian?" People don't ask human nurses that, so why are you asking an animal nurse? It's because our career path isn't often recognized, and people just don't know, and that's okay. But becoming a veterinary technician is a separate process. It doesn't put you on the fast track to becoming a veterinarian. I got my degree in 2.5 years, and I've never looked back since. And there's so many opportunities for us animal nurses. It's awesome. The second response I typically get as well is, "Oh my goodness, that's exciting. I've always wanted to become a veterinarian," which is just another indication that they have no idea what you're talking about, which is fine. But what we veterinary nurses do fairly often is wear many hats in the practice. Typically, not always, but typically in a veterinary practice, you're not going to have separate wards like they do in human hospitals. You're not going to have a cardiac ward and an ICU ward and a newborn ward. You're not going to have that in a veterinary hospital typically. You're typically going to wear many hats that day and do different things. Whatever the doctor needs, that's what you're going to do for that day. So some days I could be doing animal dentistry, filling medications, drawing blood. I do so much putting animals under sedation or anesthesia, sometimes all in the same shift. So we don't really have any sections that we necessarily stay in for the day. So if you like constantly being on your feet and a desk job to you sounds horrendous, becoming a veterinary technician would be really valuable. As a veterinary technician, there are 3 things that we legally cannot do that a veterinarian can only do. So my job as a veterinary technician is to make sure that the doctor has plenty of time to diagnose patients. So I cannot legally say that my animal here has a disorder or a disease. I cannot diagnose, I can't say that. Another thing I can't legally do that a veterinarian can is prognose. So I can't say, "Oh, I think Fluffy only has 2 years left to live because of this disease." I can't say that. I also cannot prescribe medications. I can definitely fill them and give them to animals, but I can't say, "Oh, Fluffy needs this medication." That's the veterinarian's job. That's what they went to school for, so they can legally do that. So my job as a veterinary technician is to make sure they can just keep doing their job and keep moving on and getting as many patients seen as possible. There's so much demand for animals right now. A lot more people have pets, and animals are living even longer because of the advancements in medical stuff. So it's really important for us to be fast and efficient and to be good in all aspects of the veterinary hospital. You'll never be bored as a veterinary nurse, I promise you. And if you are, you should definitely find a new place because they're not using you correctly. But become a veterinary nurse. You don't have to go to school for 8 years, and you can learn so much on the job. I get to work sometimes with all kinds of different animals. Last week I saw a goat. I work with guinea pigs. I've worked with toucans. I've worked with chickens. I've worked with macaws, obviously dogs and cats, but I really love the exotic care aspect. There's so many things you can do. Definitely consider it. And that's what a veterinary nurse is. Thanks.